guys where you could roll in any
yeah, 15. That's what I want. But we have a lot of guys that have played. So I'd say, comfortably 7 or 8 guys I feel like comfortable putting in the game. And guys that have had some experience, so that's a good thing.
You anticipate a pretty good competition at center?
Absolutely. Going in? Ryan Linthicum left the spring as the starter, but having getting Walker Parks back in fall camp will free up Harris and Trent to both kind of push there. I'd say Harris is trying to push for that spot, but I think competition will make them both better. And then anytime you're going into a first game like we are, I think practicing against the defense that we practice against really helps you and gives you confidence going in, knowing, hey, okay, if we can go out there in the scrimmage and hold up, we can really have real confidence, not fake confidence, but real confidence going into that first game.
Can you give us an update on Walker and just sort of his road? It's been quite a
and that one's tough on me because I didn't get to coach him in the bowl game, and then he was out there a little bit in endo, but not anything in the team reps. But his weight is back. He's back over 300 pounds. He looks really good. He's able to do all the running, and he's been full speed in all the weightlifting. So I think just having his experience and his toughness, but even when he wasn't in there, he was back behind me coaching and talking to the younger players, and just being around having a guy like that and his mentality and his toughness really, really helps. So having him back out there for fall camp will be it'll be good, but we'll actually see where we are probably 7 or 8 practices in.
We talked a lot last season about Coach Riley coming in his first season as offensive coordinator, and the whole offense having to learn a new system. Just the language and everything that goes with that. For a coach like you, though, a position coach, what's that like for you?
Yeah, it's semantics. It's learning the language because all of these schemes, at one point or another, I've run before. It's learning the terminology and the best way to get it across. Learning the personalities of your players. You can't treat every player the same. You have to learn what makes each one of those guys tick and figure out how to press that button and motivate those guys. So I think it's more about learning the personalities of the players and then learning the language and being able to articulate that.
How's that transition been getting to know the
Awesome. I think one of the best decisions was coming in that bowl game, because the best way to get to know somebody is to get thrown in a tough situation, to get thrown into the fire, have to coach them, have to be in there making adjustments. That's how you get to know people. And I think having that really helped going into the spring because you already had a little bit of a base as opposed to just coming in right before the spring. So I think the bowl game was tough just because you're learning on the fly. You have really a week to get ready to go. But I do think it paid dividends in the spring, having already built a base of a relationship with the guys.
Last year they did some mixing and matching on the left side with Tristan and Colin. How long did it take, I guess, during the spring before it solidified in your mind that, okay, Tristan's my guy, tackle Colin?
Yeah, I think Colin is unique because he's such a good athlete. He is probably the best athlete of everybody on the line. He can do so many different things. Probably besides center, he can play every position. So it gives me some flexibility to play him in a lot of different spots. He started guard in the bowl game, but he's also a good enough athlete to go out there and to play games on the edge at tackle. So, injuries are a part of the game. They're going to happen. So to have guys that can play multiple positions, I think is critical.
Good job.
I guess in the spring, the guys were talking about your Walt Disney quote, like no chip paint, horses jump. Where did you learn that? And kind of how did you reinforce that?
Yeah, so David Cutcliffe told me that story a long time ago, and it was just always a vivid picture to me about everybody doing their part. And if you don't have any chip paint, everybody's playing hard. All the horses are jumping. To me, it's a very vivid picture of what it's supposed to look like. And I want to have an offensive line when they walk out there and everybody watches us play that they're finishing the way they're supposed to finish, that they're playing a certain way. This game's meant to be played a certain way, and I want to see our guys doing that. And because to finish a play requires zero effort. To go out there and play as hard as you can and say, man, the Clemson O-line plays hard. That requires zero effort. And that's what I want our guys to play that way. Because I think you can ignite the whole sideline you can ignite the whole stadium. You know, when the pile kind of is stopped and all the O-line comes and pushes the pile, and then everybody starts cheering. That to me is what it's all about. That's what playing offensive line is about.
I guess how much did you yourself, you know, coach last season, the whole season, go back and watch all the games from last year?
Yeah.
And what
I had to do that to try to learn the offense. So that's
and what were some of the things you noticed from the offensive line that you feel like are points that really have to improve and take notice?
Well, I didn't really. I was watching it to learn the offense. You know, I was using the spring to try to mold and create confidence and a little bit of a swagger and an edge that you have to play at this level. And so that was my biggest is to instill confidence in these guys. Say, look, you're going against a defense that's really, really good. And if you can do this against them, you can do this against anybody. So that was really my main mindset, was creating a standard of effort and toughness, and then creating that confidence to say, okay, hey, we can do this. Let's go do it. And so that was really my mindset coming into the spring.
Coach, a friend of
You kind of parachuted in here in early December and were thrown into what's going on. Now, these few months, do you feel like, hey, you know, I